This is the Eastern Idaho Weather Hazard Briefing for Sunday, October the 26th. Key points to go through is that we have a pretty good handle on what to expect today and going into Monday. Generally, we're looking at a cold front that will slip into the region today, and that should stall out across South Idaho this morning, and that will bring widespread showers to South Idaho. And then as that front lifts north this afternoon, we will see still showers across South Idaho, but better chances for scattered to numerous showers across the upper Snake Plain this afternoon and into the overnight hours. We're still looking at snow accumulations down to the valley floors across the central mountains with that cold air moving into the region, but mainly above 5,500 to 6,000 feet for the highlands. And then as this system exits Monday, we are looking for drier weather for the rest of the week. So our impacts for today generally confined to the highlands and also continued for the central mountains where we're expecting light accumulating snow. Once again for the highlands, mainly expecting those impacts to be above 5,500 to 6,000 feet. And for the Sawtooth area and Wood River area, once again those will probably be mainly on the passes. Our winter weather looks calling for winter weather advisories continuing for parts of the central mountains along with portions of the eastern highlands as well. Our current satellite image shows a pretty steady plume of moisture across California that's moving from west to east and then moving up into our area, and that will be basically the winter weather setup that we're going to see for the next day or so. High temperatures today generally expected to be in the 40s area wide. Better chances of precipitation mainly across southern Idaho. And then as we move into the afternoon hours, you see those chances increase to the further north as that front tries to move north a little bit. Expected rainfall amounts generally across South Idaho is where we'll see the better QPF rainfall amounts. And we could see additional quarter of an inch or so of rainfall there. And then expected snowfall today, higher amounts generally for the mid and upper slopes across the southern highlands and eastern highlands, where some of the ridges could see up to 4 inches of snow today. And then wind gusts this afternoon, mainly confined to the upper Snake Plain and portions of the central mountains, where we could see some gusts 15 to 25 miles per hour. Low temperatures tonight generally expected to be near or below freezing area wide. And you're looking at pretty high chances of precipitation tonight as we await that reinforcing stronger cold front that will arrive. Rainfall amounts tonight, liquid equivalent, expected to be generally right up to about an additional quarter of an inch. And then expected snowfall tonight, looking at generally 1 to 3 inches of additional snow tonight for the central mountains, and an additional 1 to 4 inches possible across the eastern highlands. And really the better accumulations are up on the passes and up on the upper slopes and ridges. Higher wind gusts this evening expected to be in the 20 to 25 mile per hour wind range. And that's going to be as that cold front approaches. And then after it passes through our region, we will see some pretty strong winds once again, seeing some 30 to perhaps even 40 mile per hour gusts during the overnight hours. High temperatures for tomorrow, generally expected to be in the 30s for the high country and 40s for the Magic Valley and Snake Plain. Chances of precipitation tomorrow are highest over towards the Wyoming border as that system pulls away from the region, and they could see an additional 1/10 of an inch of liquid equivalent. Expected snowfall for tomorrow, generally looking at an inch, maybe 2 across portions of the eastern highlands. But you do notice that areas like Idaho Falls and Rexburg could see a light dusting of snow very early tomorrow morning. As we look at our wind gusts for the afternoon, generally expected to be in the 20 to 25 mile per hour range as that cold air starts to settle into the region. Low temperatures for tomorrow night generally expected to be well below freezing with single digits possible in the Stanley area. And our chances of precipitation tomorrow night are basically confined to right along the Wyoming border, and really no additional rainfall or appreciable snowfall is expected tomorrow night. And our winds will die off pretty quickly tomorrow evening, with the peak best gusts are going to be right at sunset, basically 10 to 15 miles per hour. High temperatures as we go into Tuesday, still expected to be below normal and in the 40s. And our chances of precipitation Tuesday, you're looking for dry weather, and expected wind gusts looking to be by around 10 to 15 miles per hour. As we go into Tuesday night, another chilly one with most areas at or below freezing. Chances of precipitation are basically near zero, and are for the whole event from starting from 6 a.m. today, so not including anything that fell Friday or Saturday, but looking at starting 6 a.m. today to the rest of the event, portions of the southeast islands could see half an inch to, in some places, maybe 3/4 inch of liquid. But the rest of us will probably generally see a tenth to maybe another 1/4 inch of liquid equivalent between today and tomorrow. And additional snowfall that we could expect between today and tomorrow. You see the highest amounts are generally on the upper slopes and ridges across the eastern highlands, where we could have more than 6 inches of snowfall. So some of those passes could get a little bit dicey. And then also still looking at some decent accumulations for the central mountains, where an additional 2 to 4 inches is possible, mainly up on the pass level. So just to summarize, cold front is expected to stall across South Idaho this morning, and that will bring widespread showers for South Idaho. And then we're expecting scattered to numerous showers across the entire area, especially increasing chances for the upper Snake Plain this afternoon as that front lifts northward. Snow accumulations are going to be down the valley floors for the central mountains, but mainly above 5,500 to 6,000 feet for the highlands. And then we see a pretty strong cold front that arrives tonight, brings some gusty winds to the area, and that will bring drier air into the area as well. And so after Monday, we should have a pretty dry work week. That concludes this morning's briefing, and if you have any questions or comments, please let us know. Thank you.